What's up, world? This your man Titus, Lennon. Appreciate you guys rocking with Titus, the singing realtor. In this video, I'm going to give you my top 3 reasons, and there are a multitude of reasons, but these are just, I'm going to give you my top 3 reasons on why you should not buy a Honda Grom. If you're someone where, you really don't want a Grom, but you know a lot of people that have one and you're very curious, but you really don't want one, and you honestly just need to be persuaded to not buy one. This video will be for you. If you want to be persuaded to buy a Honda Grom, then watch my other video on 3 reasons why you should buy a Honda Grom. But anyways, let's get started on the 3 reasons why you should not buy a Honda Grom. All right, let's go. All right, guys. Let's get started. 3 reasons why you should not buy a Honda Grom under any circumstances. Of course, I'm being dramatic, but 3 reasons why you should not buy a Honda Grom. Let's get straight to it. It's slow, right? I mean, that's probably the number 1 reason. If you're someone and you're really not sure what you want to do, you're not 100% sold on it, and you're weighing the pros and cons and negatives and positive, and you've considered the speed, well, let me stress the speed. The bike is slow. It's a slow bike. That's just the fact of the matter. And, for some reason, I just thought they were turning. The Honda Grom, frankly, is not a fast bike. And if you need some speed or some power, this bike is not it. You can't really ride on the highway. Some people do, but honestly, you really can't. You'll get passed left and right. I mean, it's if you have an ego and you don't like being passed on a motorcycle, don't get the Grom, because they'll pass you left and right. I mean, I have slow cars that pass me. It hit my ego initially, but it's a slow bike. Honestly, like, if you want any kind of speed, don't get the Honda Grom. It's a slow bike. Some people like to pretend that you can go anywhere. It's a good all-around bike. The truth is, it's not a good all-around bike. That brings us to the 2nd reason. For the price, there are better options to get that all-around bike. This bike is small. It's an all-around bike if you're riding around maybe in a city area or a campus, but still, it's not the best option. You can get a CBR 300. You can get a Ninja 300. Those bikes can get on the highway. They have highway speeds, and they're not extremely fast, but they're way faster. They have highway speeds. So if you, for some reason, need to get on the highway, if you need to get somewhere and you need a powerful bike, you don't have to have 2 bikes. With the Grom, you'll need another bike because you don't want to ride on the highway for 45 minutes. You can get a Ninja 300, a CBR 300. You can get a used one for, $2,500. Honestly, I've seen a CBR 500 go for $3,300. I've seen that on Cycle Trader. For $3,300, you can get a CBR 500, right? Like, you have no problem going on the highway, but it's still a small bike. It's still a beginner bike. It still inspires enough confidence. But you can get more usage out of it. Somebody who just wants one bike, or you're buying a bike and you don't plan on upgrading, this wouldn't be, my God, Jesus. I mean, she just pulled out and then wanted to just, poke her lips like I was crazy. I gotta turn around. So the number 2 reason, there are better options. CBR 500, CBR 300s, Ninja 300. I just list those because those bikes have good resale value. So you can buy it, and then even if you did, want to upgrade or whatever, you can sell it pretty quickly, in comparison to some other bikes. So anyway, let me get back to my reasons, and then I'll wrap this video up. Let's get to the 3rd reason. The 3rd reason why you should not buy the Honda Grom is to get the full enjoyment. And now understand, everybody won't agree with this, but I'm going to say it anyway. to get the full enjoyment, it's almost as if you have to ride in a group. So if you're a single rider, if you're a loner rider, if you're a lone rider, the Grom is probably not the best bike because it's not really that much fun just riding in a straight line, kind of like how I'm doing now. Just riding in a straight line. But if you're riding with a group, you can kind of get more enjoyment out of it. Of course, that's really an opinion, but to be fair, all of these are opinions. If you hit up the forums and you say, hey, guy, who's riding today? And nobody's riding, you know, what I see is a lot of people don't bother go riding. You really want to be in a group setting where you all are, you know, just acting like a bunch of hooligans, I suppose. And actually, let me give you a bonus reason too. The bonus reason on why you should not buy a Honda Grom is that it can suck a lot of money from you. You know, granted the parts are cheap, but if you get caught up modifying the bike, you become addicted. Of course, this is all opinions and this is all subjective, but you can become addicted. And if you're riding in a group and everybody's, you know, modding their bike, you don't want to be the guy with the ugly bike. You don't want to be the guy with the old bike, the old looking bike, or the stock bike for that matter. So that's just a little bonus reason. I mean, listen, I'm not trying to tell you what you should or shouldn't do. But if you're someone who, you know, deep down inside, you don't really want the bike to begin with, well, you want it, you're curious, but you're not 100% sold on it, just consider the reasons that I gave you. All right, number one, the bike is slow. And honestly, that's probably the main reason. It's slow. You're watching the videos and it looks like it's so much fun. Keep in mind, it's a slow bike. You know, looks can be deceiving. And if you need speed, if you need power, you know, if you need to be able to go down the street, but also maybe drive 30 minutes and hit the highway, the Grom is probably not for you, right? There are better options. CBR 300, 500, Ninja 300. And then lastly, it's probably suited better for a group ride. But all in all, make your own decision. These are just 3 reasons why I would say you shouldn't buy the Honda Grom. But you'll be fine either way, because even when you make a mistake and buy a bike you don't want, you learn more about yourself and what you really do want. On that note, guys, I appreciate you guys rocking with Titus. And, you know, give me your personal thoughts. How do you feel about the Grom? What are your reasons why you shouldn't buy it? Let me know in the comments. Please subscribe, like this video, comment. Also, this is a different audio setup. Let me know your thoughts on how you feel about this versus my first 2 videos. All right, guys. Peace out. This is Titus. Did you guys just see that bug? Oh, my God. There was a big old bug that just slapped me in the face. Anyway, I'm out, guys. Take care. Peace.